Being in the 21st century doesn't change the fact that the word sex is still taboo worldwide, especially if you live in a country such as the Philippines, where religion dominates. It heavily influenced our cultural, moral, and religious views that still hindered the implementation and open-mindedness towards sexual education. We were taught abstinence and sex before marriage was imprinted on our minds, although nothing's wrong if it's that you practice. However, is that truly effective against the raging hormones and the curiosity amongst pubescent and adolescents? As a matter of fact, researchers from the University of Washington conducted a national survey with 1,719 respondents, ages from 15 years old to 19 years old, found that adolescents who receive comprehensive sex education are significantly less likely to become pregnant than adolescents who receive abstinence only until marriage or no formal sex education. In the video documentary by Eyewitness entitled "Let's Talk About Sex," participants were asked what comes to mind if they've heard the word sex. They replied with either laughter, shyness, or called it bastos, the usual response that manifests ignorance and sexual illiteracy. This lack of sex education awareness is dangerous and could cause domino effect on societal issues. Sexual illiteracy may lead to unwanted teenage pregnancy that would increase the population and eventually higher poverty rate.
Our top story, Congress's approval of the reproductive health bill on third and final reading. At the Senate, 13 lawmakers voted in favor of the controversial measure while 8 were against it.
After a 14-year-old journey, the criticized reproductive health RH law was fully implemented in 2013, and until this time, the Department of Education has not yet developed the minimum standards of comprehensive sexuality education that schools should comply with. The COVID-19 pandemic further brought us down, having higher unplanned pregnancy rates, which researchers at the University of the Philippines Population Institute and the United Nations Population Fund estimate increased unintended pregnancies among females ages 15 to 49 by more than 40% to 2.5 million. It is said that the country is on pace to record its highest birth rate since 2012, the year RH law was passed. Despite the barrier of conservativeness and prejudice, people are having even more open and advocating awareness through technology. Sex education is beneficial. It promotes increased knowledge and improved attitude related to sexual and reproductive health behaviors. It helps in decreasing STIs or STD cases and prevention, and protects children and helps build a safer, inclusive society. The government should disregard close-minded people who opposes this kind of education without thinking of positive outcomes their children would get. People could not avoid this issue for a long time because it is an alarming situation in today's generation that should be resolved.